Minasan. Michiwa. Day 6, G1 Climax. You guys know how this goes. Let's do it. Okay. We're dealing with Block B today, and let's start off with Yuji Nagata versus YOSHI-HASHI. Nagata wins the backdrop hold. This is what I've been saying. Third generation, they are not done. Of course, if anyone's not done, it's Nagata. I mean, that dude kind of legit scares me, and not in a I think he'll, like, you know, attack me for no reason kind of way. But if I was a wrestler, got in the ring with him, he would like show me no mercy no matter what year of wrestling I was in. But if I was a wrestler, I think would love to have a match with Yuji Nagata, just for the pure fact that I can say, hey, I had a match with Yuji Nagata. But yeah, I think that, you know, these guys, like I said about Makabe and Tenzan, you know, Nagata, man, of course, Nagata's has never seemed like he's been on a downward slump. I know, he was, he mentioned about winning a belt because of beating Shibata and becoming the never openweight champion. His first belt, his singles belt in New Japan in a while. But, I mentioned he was the Noah GHC heavyweight champion. So, yeah, Nagata beating YOSHI-HASHI, bringing him with 6 points, and YOSHI-HASHI now has 2. Okay, let's keep it moving. Katsuhiko Nakajima versus Evil. Nakajima with the win over Evil, and putting Nakajima at 4 points and Evil at 2. This doesn't surprise me as much, because Nakajima, like Marufuji coming over from Noah, they have a lot to prove to, not just, New Japan, but the world. Like, Noah is not like the not the little brother of Japanese pro wrestling. Like, they've got great talent and great guys. So, that result didn't shock me as much. It's very cool to know that these two guys who I've met and shaken hands with, and this is a very important match, and it's just cool to know that I've met these guys. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, awesome. Good, congrats to Nakajima. Moving on. Toru Yano versus Naito. Naito wins the Destino, putting Naito at 4 points and Toru Yano at 0. Not as shocking the results there. Naito is still on an upward swing, and many people still favor him to win the whole shebang, which is still possible. Like I said, you guys already know my predictions for the G1. I already covered that, but I could definitely see Naito winning this. I really do. So only time will tell. So moving on to the very next match, you have Tomoaki Hanma versus Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega with the win over Hanma. Shocking? Is that surprising? Yes and no. It is shocking because Hanma, especially after win over Shibata, you think would have another one over, would be able to rack up a win over Omega. But then again, not shocking because of everyone who definitely probably has a couple thing or two to prove in this G1. It's Omega, which is why his original loss kind of surprised me a little bit. But maybe he was just finding his stride, and now he's got it, and he's ready to really kick it into overdrive. So like I said, time will tell. And the final match of this day of Block B is a match that I also hope to get New Japan World real soon and watch. Shibata versus Elgin. Michael Elgin. You have the never openweight champion in Shibata, and ICE Intercontinental champion in Elgin. And Elgin with the win over Shibata, which puts him at 2 points and Shibata at 2 points. With Elgin, with each of them having 1 win and 2 losses apiece. And even with Elgin declaring that he won't lose any more matches in the G1. Big thing to declare, especially with the talent going into this. However, if there's any guy who can definitely pull it off, I think it's Elgin. Now, that being said, I still don't know if he'll win the whole thing, especially with him already being the IC champion as it is. Because part of me still thinks he'll carry that belt into Wrestle Kingdom. I could be wrong there too, but part of me feels like since he beat Omega in the ladder match, which was New Japan's first ever, and him like having this career resurgence, which I think was a great thing for him, by the way. The whole Michael Elgin resurgence thing with New Japan was probably the best thing for his career. I never thought he was stagnant. I never thought he was stale. Personally, I love Michael Elgin. I love all styles of pro wrestling, and I love the guys who can pull off the big man style correctly. He does do some high flying stuff, but he does it within his limit, which is smart. and safe and great, but he's also a heavy hitter, and you almost don't find a heavier hitter than Michael Elgin. But the whole with going to New Japan and having this, regeneration, re-energization, and the Japanese crowd just eating it up, and it's great. It's great. It proves that fans are fans of not just one style of wrestling in any country. I mean, I love High Fly. I love the power wrestlers. I love the technical wrestlers. I love it all. Hard strikes. Hard kicks, hard punches. Technical stuff. And flippy stuff. There's another word for flippy stuff, but I'm not gonna say that because I try to keep this and then I try to keep the show PG. Keep PG. I think I'm slightly tired. Anyway, moving on. I digress. But Michael Elgin is definitely good people. I've met him before too. He was super, super, super nice guy. So let's just see how the rest of G1 goes, man. I'm very excited because this has just been great results after great results, and I cannot wait to see how the finals shape up because so far I'm still guessing. Even with the predictions I made, I'm still not sure who's going to walk away with this as the overall winner and who's going to be heading to the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. I don't even know. I'm not even sure who's going to be the champion going into Wrestle Kingdom. Part of me says Okada, but part of me is not too sure anymore. So we will see. But all I know is I can't wait for the final day of the G1 Climax. But I'm more than happy to wait till we get there. I mean, it's because this is just a great tournament. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, like, share, and subscribe, and leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on the whole G1 and where you think it's going to go from here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Minasan, sayonara. Peace.